Thriller. The Charlotte Hornets stomped the Toronto Raptors 118 to 111. Boy, what a game. What a game. Thought we were out. We were still in. Yeah, I'm doing it. 6-7 dance. Hey, overtime thriller. Got a big win in OT. Miles Bridges and Collin Sexton really led the way. Welcome back to the Six Hornet podcast, where being the sixth man means bringing the noise without checking into the game. I'm Eric Smith, your host. Let's get right into it. But before we do, if you're here, if you're on YouTube, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment below with your thoughts. How are we feeling, Hornets Nation? I was worried in this game. I really was. It just looked like the first half we were chucking a bunch of threes for a while. Like I think we were half of our attempts were 3-pointers, yet we were still down a good bit. Toronto was getting quality shots every possession against us. It just then everything changed. And I want to start with, I don't know. There's a lot of studs in this game. Let's start with Collin Sexton, the young bull. Gives you everything every single possession, and he can score in bunches. Here's a hot take. Start him. Start him. Yeah. Yeah. You know why? Because we got the dub. No, but Collin Sexton, I don't know. You kind of saw near the end of the game where LaMelo Ball, time to have that hard conversation. By the way, he's shooting 21% from three in his last 5 games, but not playing in those last 8 minutes. That was a Charles Lee decision of that fourth quarter. LaMelo Ball, he got into some early foul trouble, but only had 4 fouls. So just didn't play. We know what's going on, but I'm just not going to say it. Anyway, back to Collin Sexton. Really gave you 33 minutes, 18 points, shot 6 for 11. A lot of good shots taken too. Shot 2 of 5 from 3. Perfect at the free throw line, 5 assists, 1 rebound, 3 steals, 1 block. Did everything, had the highest plus minus out of anybody on this team at plus 22. Every time he was on the floor, it just felt like the Hornets were galvanized. They had energy. They just did things right. And a lot of fans will say, man, like a lot of games, like, why is Collin Sexton not getting more minutes? And now he did. He got 30 plus minutes, and you saw what happened. So it's hard to not play him, I would say, going forward. And arguably, you can't start him, even if you wanted to. Like, just the political game, like, you can't bench LaMelo Ball. That just, you know how much press that'll get. Just bad press. You can't bench LaMelo Ball. But what you can do is they only gave him 22 minutes. Now, I'm not saying we should do that every night, but I'm saying somehow get Collin Sexton more involved in the game. Maybe some less Trey Mann, which did happen. Trey Mann was largely ineffective in this game. But shout out to Collin Sexton. The young bull looks good. Miles Bridges, 41 minutes, 35 points, a season high. 10 of those points came in OT. Killed it. This was his best game yet, and he's playing great basketball as of late. And this is what we love to see. 13 and 23 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3, 7 and 9 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 0 assists. It was really the Miles Bridges show. I think he was on point tonight. He was on a mission. I can't lie. Like, this is the Miles Bridges we need. And I don't know if this is gonna be, is he gonna keep up with this? I don't know. Sometimes he's inconsistent. So, but this Miles Bridges was something I ain't seen in a minute, and he killed it. So really was doing everything. Just being able to score by himself, like it was great to see. But these lineups, these Charles Lee rotations, I can't argue with it. He made the decision to basically keep in. It was Miles Bridges, it was Musa Diabate, Collin Sexton, Sion James. I think the other one was getting rotated out, but Brandon Miller was in there. But that was like the down the stretch lineup. That was what he thought was going to be enough to get us back into the game. And that's what happened. The Hornets went on a 16-4 run in the fourth quarter, and Con Knipple came in, ice water in his veins, took that corner three, sent it to OT. We can't, I can't be mad at Charles Lee for benching LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller for a lot of those minutes, because Brandon Miller had a horrible game, and maybe he shouldn't play back-to-back tonight, because my man he had 7 points, 1 for 13 from the field, 0 for 6 from three-pointer. He made all his free throw attempts, thankfully, but just he looked bad. And every time he touched the ball, I was kind of sick to my stomach, because I knew he was cold tonight, but he was going to try, and he did. He tried 13 times, only one went in, and I'm hoping that's just this back-to-back, this shoulder issue, giving him some flack. But yeah, he was not great tonight, and the Hornets still got a 7-point dub. So that speaks volume to the rest of the team. Kalkbrenner, I feel like Kalkbrenner, man, it was a pretty bad rebounding night overall from this team. But like Kalkbrenner, and you're 7 foot, you gotta you gotta get some more boards, man. I don't know. It's just sometimes it looks like he's not trying, but I can't really. I am not 100% sure what's going on there, but I feel like he can be a better rebounder at his size. But overall, like, the Hornets have been a good rebounding team this year, especially on like defensive boards. Like, they're top 5 in defensive rebounding rate. So very weird night from the rebounding end. Sion James made some great possessions. Musa Diabate, great steal in that transition steal. But Musa was one of the best players on the night as well. This is probably one of his best games. 7 points, 9 rebounds. Does all the dirty work, right? Another high energy player. Really just wants to perform every time he's on the floor, and he's given his highest effort. Again, had that steal, 4 offensive boards, so he's always crashing the glass, 2 assists. I don't know, man. This team, like I said, if they could string together back-to-back wins on back-to-back nights at home, like, I'm back in. I'm not talking about Caleb Wilson right now. The Hornets are still, I mean, yeah, they're 6-14, right? But you can go on the run. Like, you can get back to 500, and then you can get back to 500 probably by like January, end of December, and all of a sudden you kind of feel good about where the Hornets are going from here. You look at the standings. I mean, they're they're 9.5 games back from first place, of course, but to slip into play-in, I mean, they're 4 games back. So this isn't like impossible to start really building on this winning culture here, this Hornets DNA that Jeff Peterson and Charles Lee is always talking about. You're on a win streak. It's time to keep it going. The Hornets don't play, I think, for another few days now. So you get the rest. You get back to it Monday, and you play the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, that is going to be great to start the road trip. You get to beat a team you basically demolished in the first game of the season. So you get to see the Brooklyn Nets. Got to go back to New York. That's a tough one because Jalen Brunson was invincible that game, that last game on Wednesday. And then you see Toronto again, and you've been playing these close games with Toronto, who's a very solid and sharp team. I don't know, man. You start stringing some of these wins together, like, there's things that the Hornets can clean up on too. So it, like, that 3-point percentage should be higher. They took 39 threes tonight, only made 26% of them. Imagine that if that was a hair higher, like in the 36, just 10% higher. We would outdone the Raptors tonight. It wouldn't even went to OT. They're killing it at the free throw line now, which was something that was a weakness at the beginning of the season. You got out rebounded tonight, yet you still want, like, they're doing a lot of things well. We're not seeing a lot of like high octane ball movement where you're getting these great assists from LaMelo Ball and things like that, but They're getting these points. It was a low turnover night, not a lot of fouls too. So like these things were outweighing all the bad stuff. So really good job from this team. Great effort at home. But you got to get it done on the road. You can't just only win at home. You got to get it done on the road. So again, take this night off, take Sunday off, cherish this moment. We get back, we back in Brooklyn, and we go get it cooking. Let's get back to winning. No more tanking. No more tanking. We need to let's get back to winning. All right. That's my live reaction. That's going to be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into the 6 Hornet podcast. We're live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Take care, everyone.